In the high-stakes rig of 2026, where attention is a new gold, Dr. Andrew Huberman has performed a sovereign hijack of the entire health and wellness industry. While the media giants at major TV networks were busy chasing sound bites, Huberman quietly built a $100 million business empire based on a single, hard secret: transferable credibility. By the start of 2026, the Huberman Lab podcast has crossed 7.4 million subscribers, but the money isn't just in the YouTube views. The secret Hollywood won't tell you is that Huberman has rigged the game by moving beyond simple ad reads. He has transitioned into equity dominance. He doesn't just promote companies like Momentous and AG1. He has integrated himself into their corporate DNA, securing hard ownership stakes that turn every podcast episode into a multi-million-dollar asset appreciation event. In this 5-part blueprint, how Andrew Huberman rigged the system, the $100 million business secret Hollywood won't tell you, we are deconstructing the neural architecture of his empire, the authority rig, how a Stanford PhD became a sovereign weapon for marketing, the equity play, the secret 2026 deals with Momentous and Function Health, the algorithm hack, how he rigged the dopamine loop to keep you coming back, the protocol productization, turning free science into hard consumer demand, the sovereign exit, his 2026 roadmap to becoming a billionaire health VC. Before we reveal the lab-tested secrets of the most powerful scientists in media, hit that like button and subscribe. If Huberman's sovereign rise gives you strength, support our mission with a super thanks. In 2026, the world is drowning in fake news and biohacking influencers with zero hard credentials. Huberman rigged the system by using the ultimate sovereign shield, the Stanford University brand. By maintaining his role as a professor in neurobiology, he established an unstoppable foundation of trust. The secret is credibility transfer. When Huberman recommends a hard protocol like morning sunlight or a specific supplement, he isn't speaking as a content creator. He is speaking as a sovereign expert. This creates a halo effect that is worth millions. Hollywood studios spend $50 million on marketing to convince you to watch a movie. Huberman spends zero. He uses the strength of scientific peer review to rig the algorithm, knowing that in an era of misinformation, truth is the ultimate leverage. In the traditional rig of the media industry, influencers are paid like billboard space, flat fees for short-term exposure. But by January 2026, Dr. Andrew Huberman has rewritten the hard rules of the game. He realized that if your sovereign voice can move millions of dollars in product, you shouldn't just be an advertiser. You should be an owner. The secret that Hollywood won't tell you is a 20x revenue surge. When Huberman partnered with the supplement company Momentous, he didn't just sign a sponsorship deal. He took a seat on the advisory board and secured a significant equity stake. By late 2025, reports indicated that the Huberman effect had catalyzed a staggering 20-fold increase in sales for the brand. In 2026, Momentous has tripled its revenue and is valued at a level that makes Huberman's sovereign shares worth tens of millions. The 2026 equity portfolio. Huberman's hard business strategy involves a diverse portfolio of sovereign assets. He doesn't just promote health. He owns the tools of health. Function Health. In 2026, Huberman sits on the advisory board of this lab-testing disruptor. By offering his audience hard data through 160-plus biomarkers, he is effectively productizing the science of self and holding equity in the platform that manages it. Matina. In a massive 2024 power move that has matured by 2026, Huberman partnered with the investment firm Tiny to acquire a majority stake in this Canadian yerba mate brand. He isn't just a fan of the drink. He is a sovereign architect of its U.S. expansion. David Protein. As a key investor in this food tech startup, he is rigging the high-protein snack market to favor science-backed innovation. The media giants are terrified because Huberman has proven that a creator with hard credibility can bypass the middleman. He doesn't need a network to pay him. He builds the companies that the networks eventually have to report on. This is equity dominance, the ultimate business secret that allows him to remain unstoppable regardless of what happens to the podcasting rig. In the rig of 2026, where every creator is fighting for 5 seconds of your attention, Dr. Andrew Huberman has built a sovereign monopoly on your long-term focus. While media giants use bright colors and loud noises to trigger cheap dopamine, Huberman has rigged the system by using neurobiological hijacking. He doesn't just make content. He designs neural protocols that turn his audience into a loyal, high-retention tribe. By January 2026, the Huberman Lab YouTube channel has surpassed 7.36 million subscribers, generating over 100,000 new views daily. But the hard secret isn't just the growth. It's the retention. Image. A brain schematic showing dopamine reward prediction error, linked to a Huberman Lab thumbnail, labeled the protocol loop, reward dash, trough dash, protocol dash, baseline. The dopamine hard reset. The secret Hollywood won't tell you is how Huberman uses dopamine set points to keep you coming back. By teaching his audience about the dopamine trough, the dip in mood that follows a peak, he provides a hard solution to the very problem he describes. The Essential Strategy. In 2026, he launched Huberman Lab Essentials, short-form episodes that act as dopamine microdoses. These 15 to 30-minute clips rig the algorithm by offering immediate, actionable value, driving viewers back to his 3-hour hard deep dives. Reward prediction error. Huberman varies complexity and length of his episodes. By not following predictable rigged formula, he keeps the brain's reward system engaged. You never know if the next episode will be a solo deep dive on cortisol or a high-stakes interview with a legend like Dorian Yates. The sovereign newsletter machine. By early 2026, Huberman has successfully rigged his independence from platform algorithms through email sovereignty. *1 million plus subscribers. Using a high-value lead magnet called the Daily Blueprint, he converted over 1 million YouTube viewers into direct email subscribers. 65% open rates. While the media giants struggle with 20% open rates, Huberman's hard science updates maintain a staggering 65% engagement. This is his sovereign shield. If YouTube or Instagram ever rig the algorithm against him, he still owns a direct line to 1 million high-intent buyers. In 2026, Huberman has proven that science is the ultimate algorithm hack. By educating his audience on how their own brains work, he makes himself the hard authority they need to navigate the modern world. He isn't just an influencer. He is the protocol provider, and in the rig of 2026, the man who controls the protocol controls the market. In the rig of 2026, the most valuable real estate isn't on the beach. It's in your daily routine. Andrew Huberman has mastered a secret business move that most influencers fail to grasp: protocol productization. While others sell merch, Huberman sells solutions to biological problems he has spent hours educating you on for free. By the time he mentions a product, he has already rigged your brain to view it as a necessary tool for your sovereign health. The hard truth of 2026 is that Huberman has effectively turned morning sunlight and cold plunges into a $50 million plus consumer market. By January 2026, he hasn't just given advice. He has built an ecosystem where his sovereign recommendations carry more weight than a doctor's prescription for millions of people. Image. A funnel showing free science education at the top, leading to specific protocol, e.g. sleep, and ending in subscription/equity product, AG1, 8 sleep momentous. Labeled, the Huberman Value Loop, the 2026 product ecosystem. Huberman doesn't just promote products. He engineers partnerships where he can dictate the hard science behind the brand. AG1 Athletic Greens Mastery. In 2026, Huberman is the face of foundational nutrition. His partnership with AG1 is more than a sponsorship. It's a symbiotic rig. By framing AG1 as an insurance policy for the protocols he teaches, he has helped the brand maintain its status as the #1 green powder in a crowded market. The morning sunlight upsell, even his free advice has a hard monetization strategy. When sunlight isn't available, Huberman directs his audience to high-end light therapy devices and blue light blockers, ROCA. In 2026, these protocol-adjacent products generate millions in affiliate and advisory revenue. Functional food and drink. With his 2026 focus on dopamine management, he has aggressively productized beverages like Matina, Huberman, and the newly launched David protein bars. He isn't selling a snack. He's selling a neural alertness tool. The premium Sovereign feed. In 2026, Huberman has successfully rigged his revenue away from just advertising through Huberman Lab Premium, Astra's AMA paywall. For a monthly fee, subscribers at Sovereign Access to ask questions and receive deep dive AMA, Ask Me Anything episodes. The Research Match. In a brilliant move for his Sovereign brand, he matches 100% of the premium proceeds with a tiny foundation to fund human research. This hard commitment to science rigs the loyalty of his audience. They aren't just subscribers. They are donors to the mission. By 2026, Huberman has proven that information is a lead magnet, but protocol is a product. He doesn't need to sell you a hard sales pitch because he has already sold you on the hard science. This is the ultimate Sovereign success, making the consumer believe the purchase was their own logical conclusion. In the final rig of 2026, Dr. Andrew Huberman is no longer just a creator. He has become the venture architect of the wellness industry. While the media giants at Netflix and Disney scramble to maintain subscribers, Huberman has executed a Sovereign pivot into the world of private equity and venture capital. He isn't just reviewing the future health, he is funding it. By January 2026, the secret is out. Huberman is building the Berkshire Hathaway of human optimization. Through his strategic holdings and the massive liquid capital generated by his $100 million media empire, he is moving into the exit phase. He doesn't need to be behind a microphone forever because he owns the infrastructure of the products his audience uses every single day. Image, a 2026 organizational chart showing Huberman Media, feeding into Huberman Ventures with stakes in AI medical diagnostics, personalized nutrition, and biotech infrastructure. The Health VC Blueprint. Huberman's 2026 hard strategy focuses on 3 pillars of total market dominance. Medical AI integration, leveraging his partnership with Function Health. Huberman is investing in AI agents that provide 24/7 personalized health coaching based on blood data. He is rigging the future of medicine to be proactive and decentralized. The Science First Incubator. In 2026, he has begun quietly incubating new brands under the tiny foundation and his own venture arm. By providing the hard scientific validation and the Sovereign distribution, his 7.4M subscribers, any company he touches becomes an instant market leader. The Sovereign exit roadmap. Unlike other influencers who burn out, Huberman's business is built on passive equity. In 2026, his stake in companies like Momentous and Matina is projected to lead to massive liquidity events, IPOs or acquisitions, potentially pushing his personal net worth toward the $250 million plus mark. The final legacy, beyond the podcast. Even as he scales his business, Huberman's hard commitment to the mission remains. In 2026, He continues to match 100% of his Huberman Lab premium proceeds to fund independent scientific research. He has rigged his wealth to create a self-sustaining loop. Media lead to profit. Profit leads to science. Science leads to more media. Andrew Huberman has proven that in 2026, the ultimate sovereign success is the ability to turn your brain into a bank and your reputation into a venture fund. He has beaten the system not by cheating, but by understanding the hard neurobiology of trust and the rigged mechanics of modern ownership. Conclusion: the master of the neural system. Andrew Huberman's $100 million secret is a wake-up call for the media giants. He didn't just build a podcast. He systematically colonized the intersection of science and commerce. By choosing equity over salaries and direct audience ownership over platform dependence, he has become unstoppable. The lesson for 2026 is simple. If you want to rig the system in your favor, you must own the protocol, the product, and the platform. Do you think Huberman's scientist entrepreneur model will replace the traditional celebrity doctor, or is his $100 million neural rig a one-time anomaly? If you found strength in this deconstruction of the Huberman empire, hit that like button and subscribe. Your support via Super Thanks helps us expose the hard truths behind the world's most powerful brands. Stay optimized.